Okay, let's see. All right, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
The stream it just started. Okay, well, this is towards the viewers. Can you guys in the chat hear me? Okay, okay, it seems like you guys can hear me. Hello, everybody, it's AndrewJohn100 here, and welcome back to another live stream. As you all know, I just reached 800,000 subscribers, which means that in around I messed up. In around which means I'm less than 200,000 subs away from reaching 1 million subscribers, which is definitely a long way to go, but hey, anyway, for today's stream, this is just going to be a chill stream. We're not going to be I'm not going to be recording games and such. This is just a stream for you guys to interact with me, and I'll answer some of your questions. And when the time comes, I'll invite some of my friends here from the Freddy Fazbear Friends team, and then you'll get to and then you'll get to ask a couple of questions to them. So, with that said, how is everyone doing? That's good. Seems like you're all doing good. I'm doing all right myself, and I do have some stuff planned for you guys towards the end. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about my stuttering, guys. I really can't help that. Okay, and to answer you guys' question about Rockstar Riot, I'm sorry that episode has been taking so long to come out. The reason why it's been taking so long to release is because the animators have been busy with other projects, with one of them finishing their senior year in high school, and I was also busy with some other stuff like Funfair Fright, and also with Chica's home video. But don't worry, that the episode is. I'm just gonna say that we are dangerously close to it being released. We are dangerously close. In fact, the animation is mostly done. We just have to add the SFX and the music, and then boom, it'll be released. And like I've said before, and you guys have to understand that animation takes a long time to do. We have to plan the episodes. We have to create scripts for them, and then analyze what needs to be fixed, and if stuff needs to be taken out or reworked. And then we have to go to the voice actors, and then we have to wait for them to we have to wait for lines to come in. And then we have to stick to the anime, and then we have to move to the animation phase, which is probably the most time-consuming phase of the bunch. What are you doing, cat? Oh, it's the Nala has come to join us. In fact, let me pull up my webcam. Let me just if it's where did she go? The hell did she go? Never mind then. She just left the area. Never mind then. Where did you get your green Freddy? Um, there's a story behind that. Way back in 2016, during the summer, me and my friend GTA Gamer were approached by a friend of ours to do a collab, and GTA already had his OC, but at that time, I didn't have an OC. So in that moment, I thought maybe it would be a good opportunity to create my own FNAF OC, and so with some help of, I think it was GTA who helped me design it. The first draft was a red Freddy, and his main color was red, but his secondary color was green. But he didn't have any glasses nor any of the hair. It wasn't until later on that the green hair that the brown hair was added, and my main color was also green. And I also decided to add a chain around the neck. And that's pretty much how my FNAF OC. Pretty much how the seeds of the OC of my general design of my OC were planted. And that design, the design that you saw, that green Freddy design that you saw from 2016, actually I think it was early 2017, all the way into 2019 was the design you saw. It stayed that way until 2020. It stayed that way until 2019 when I got a hold of 3ds Max a couple of years earlier, and I made my own design in that program. However, my PC's hard drive kicks the bucket around that time, and I lost all the models, including the Nightmare Charles 1, 2, and 3 ones, or at least the original models for the original version of Nightmare Charles 3, and I had to recreate everything from the ground up, including my OC. And as you know, as you all noticed this year, my OC was slightly redesigned with, and in fact you're seeing it right now, it was redesigned with a different texture, a redesigned bow tie and buttons, and even some different eyes. Are you going to add Funtime Chica and Mangle? Funtime Chica is not good. I don't have plans to add in Freddy Fazbear and Friends, but Nightmare Mangle, well, there's a you might see them turn up at some point in the series. Why I do a Hey, when are you gonna post FNAF plush videos? I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back. I just went to get a drink of water, and I realized that the atmosphere is kind of boring, so I'll put on some music. If I can find one. There we go. Okay, back onto the questions. Alright. After you release Nightmare Charles Fun for Fright, will you make a video explaining the full timeline of the story? I don't. I mean, the idea is that the original idea of the story was to like show it, but show but don't tell. Let the viewers figure it out for themselves. In fact, that's pretty much how Scott did it for the first few games for the first few games. Guys, I can't answer any Rockstar Riot 4 questions. It'll come out when it's ready, so please stop asking. Hello, will you make plushie videos again? Yes, I will. As a matter of fact, I might switch, but I'm actually really considering thinking about going back on plush tubing on faster segments because with the direction that Freddy Faster Fest is going, I may have to be more involved with the animation. But we'll see. If not, then you'll see plush tubing through Digital Circus and Beyond and the Carney Show. When is Fun for Friday coming out? I have no idea. I mean, I say the game is halfway done, but there's still some stuff I need to add. It's just been slow because it's not easy to try to run a channel and develop games at the same time, especially when I have an IRL job and a life, of course. Okay. Let's see. Do you still like Power Rangers? I'm more into the older seasons, you know, like Mighty Morphin, Wild Force, Dino Thunder, what else? I'm trying to think of, am I missing someone? I think it was Jungle Fury. Yeah, it was also Jungle Fury. Is Huzzah still a voice actor in your series? Well, not in Freddy Fazbear Friends, but he may turn up again. He'll turn up again at some point in my videos. How did I get into FNAF? I've said before that Markiplier's like Markiplier's playthrough of the first game was my introduction to the series. Did you see the new stuff for the 12th anniversary? Yes, I did. And I gotta say, I'm pretty excited for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza to become a thing in New Jersey. It makes me wish I was still living in New Jersey. and yes, I did see that poster on the Scott Games Twitter page of the fixed Foxy. Shout out to all my Dino Charge lovers. Hey Mike, how are you doing? Will Wither Golden Freddy ever come back? I'm afraid not. It's already been decided that he won't return to the main series. Maybe he'll turn up again at some point in Fazbear segments, and maybe in the he'll turn up again at some point in the Fazbear segments though. Are you interested about Security Breach or FNAF World 2? If I'm honest, I'm interested in both. Because like Security Breach 2 has the potential to be an improvement over the first one, and FNAF World 2 I'm also interested in to see what else it will bring to the table. No, Michael Afton will not be in Freddy Fazbear and Friends. What will I be working on after Rockstar Riot? Freddy Fazbear and Friends and my other stuff. I never said I never said I left. I never said I was gonna be done with the series after Rockstar Riot 4. In fact, Rockstar Riot 4 is only the beginning of the turning point of the series. What's my favorite episode in Freddy Fazbear and Friends? I'm gonna be honest, that's a tough one. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Probably Rockstar Riot, because I think that episode was very well written, and I think it was overall better than Evil Comeback. Because while I did like Evil Comeback, I have to admit that there were some areas where the writing was kind of clunky. I think the bad programming in Springtrap could be elaborated, could be further explained, and I think Freddy suddenly being able to overpower Springtrap while somehow making the lights flicker was way too convenient. What are my thoughts on the Spirit Halloween Freddy? I'd say it looks pretty cool, but I don't plan on I don't plan on getting it because I mean I already have Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, so what's even the point? No, I don't plan on remaking any deleted FNAF shorts. What got you inspired to do Soda adaptations? Basically all the fan content, like NWR Tales, Thomas 1, Edward 2, Thomas 1, Edward 2, Henry 3. That was a tongue twister right there. And some other videos out there, and some other videos here and there. Will you go to the Freddy Fazbear's location? Yes, I do plan on going there at some point in the future when it opens. Do you know the Backrooms? Yes, I've heard the Backrooms, but I've never seen the series, and I didn't see the movie either. One of my friends has watched it though, and they liked it. Out of all the seasons in Freddy Fazbear Friends, which one would you say is your favorite and least favorite? That's also I think it would be season 7 so far because I really liked the episodes that have come out in that episode, like BB's Balloon Adventure, Camping Chaos, Glam Rock Terror, Rockstar Riot, of course. I think the Rockstar Riot saga has been pretty consistent thus far, and I think you'll really like the last part. I was just closing the blinds because the glare was bugging me. Are you excited for GTA 6? I haven't been catching up with any of the GTA games. Okay, Andrew, Mike forwarded a question from Super Mario Moses, 275. Andrew, I have a question for you. Since your OC is based off on the Wither Freddy model, can we please see a classic Freddy version? I don't know. Maybe I'll do an edit. Maybe I'll do an edit of that just for fun at some point. Do you own the Jazzwares Glamrock Endo series? And if you do, will you do a review of them? Yes, and I do plan on reviewing them. In fact, the only figure I own so far is Roxanne Wolf. In fact, I'll show her real quick. Let me just turn on my webcam. Okay. Oh, sorry, Roxanne. I just killed you. Sorry. There we go. There's Roxanne Wolf, and there's no explaining this. There's no other words I could say. This looks fantastic. This blows the first 2 waves out of the park for sure. From the accuracy to, you know, just the general look. This looks like this was pulled directly from the games, and even the articulation is pretty good. I mean, the arms are all the way down like they should be. There's still elbow articulation, and joints are a little bit tight, but that's pretty good. I mean, when I first saw the prototype, she looked a little bit more purplish than she was gray, but I'm glad they fixed that. And even the little and even her hair has been wonderfully sculpted. I mean, that is some fine craftsmanship. It makes me wish that Jazzwares would go back and redo the FNAF 1 wave. Those eyes are disturbing. It's just the makeup. It's not that serious. It's not that bad. In fact, I think Glamrock Chica kind of has it worse with her makeup. In fact, let me bring in Classic Freddy. Like, there's no competition here. This just blows this out of the park. Sorry about that, Freddy. She low-key looks traumatized. Actually, yeah, she does kind of look like she's seen some things. Meanwhile, Freddy just looks like he's on some kind of sugar rush. Why are her eyes so close? If you look at that's accurate to the game. That's accurate to the design. Her eyes have always been that close. Speaking of Roxy, will we see more Glamrocks in the show? Yeah, the Glamrocks the Glamrocks are planned to appear more in the show. What do I think of FNAF being in Fortnite? Guys, it's not, I mean, it's not confirmed, but it's very, very likely that it will. And if I'm honest, I'm looking forward to it. I remember dissing on Fortnite without even playing for myself, and I gotta be honest, that was a stupid move on my part. I played Fortnite for myself, and I gotta say, it's pretty fun. It's definitely grown past the 2017, 2018 days. Which one of your animations do you like the least? Definitely, Chica Runs Away. That one, I think that's still easily one of the worst episodes from Freddy Fazbear Friends by far. Have you played Red Redemption 2? I have not. Would you do FNAF World content again? I never did FNAF World content. Do you like Funko's FNAF figures or Jazzwares FNAF figures better? In my opinion, they both have their good, but they both have their good things, but they both have their bad things. No, Bonnie is not adopted. As a matter of Seth Green looking at the Glamrock figures, rubbing his hands together in his villain manner known as Robot Chicken Studio. You know, I'm surprised that Robot Chicken has not done a sketch based off of Five Nights at Freddy's. They've done it on so many other franchises like Transformers, Toy Story, what else? And even if they've done it to numerous other franchises, and I'm surprised that they have not done one on Five Nights at Freddy's. No, I don't hate all my old FNAF videos. I don't think they're all bad, but a lot of them are definitely inferior compared to the ones I make today. Will you make your FNAF plush into an OC? I wish I could. I mean, that would be cool, but I think there would be some trademark issues here and there. Will I consider making animated shorts? Will I consider making animated shorts on Freddy Fazbear Friends? I don't think so. I don't know. What happened to the cast of Zord Adventures? Have you sold them all? No, I haven't sold any of the Zords used in Zord Adventures. In fact, all of the Zords that I've used in the videos are still stored in my closet. I mean, I've always said before that I don't plan on bringing Michael Afton into the series. Or actually, at least not in a prominent role. Yes, I know who Gabe's World is, but I don't know him personally. I think Funko's figures in terms of color are great, but Jazzwares figures have better sculpting. That's pretty much that's what sums up my figures on the FNAF 1 figures by Jazzwares as a whole, pretty much. Great sculpts, just really bad paint applications. What is your opinion on the movies? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the FNAF movies. Especially the second one. The second one was just flat out garbage. The first one, when the first movie came out in theaters, I really liked it. But as time moved on, I've grown to be very lukewarm about it. I don't hate it, of course, but it's just not a movie that I'm planning on. It's just not a movie that I'm in a hurry to watch anytime soon. And it definitely has its problems, like the pacing, the lack of real horror, and some other minor things too, like the red eyes of the animatronics, and especially that damn fort scene. Scott, what were you thinking? I don't think the movies wanted to have the best writing. No, they do not have the best writing. And it just goes to show that Scott cannot write movies. Like no shade to Scott, of course, but I don't think he should have been a writer for the movies. I think he should have just been a consultant with the scripts. Or at least hire someone who can steer him in the right direction when it comes to creating these scripts. Oh, thanks for the $2 donation, Junior Shear. Hopefully, yeah, I hope FNAF 3 is better as well. I've already showed my face numerous times in the past. Where's Cassie and Gregory? They're out there somewhere in the Freddy Fazbear Friends continuity, but they're not gonna have any major roles. Will the Mimic appear in Freddy Fazbear Friends? No. I miss when Freddy Fazbear Friends, when they yell at each other. Well, that was back then when I had no idea what I was doing, and things have changed in the last decade. I mean, aside, there are still those conflicts are still there within the series. Will your OC appear as a character in the series? No. There'd be no way for me not to be feeling mad on the movie set after going through an hour or two getting Withered Bonnie's costume on, and only to get 2 or 3 scenes on the screen in the vent. Yeah, I'd be pretty anal about that too. Hey Andrew, after Rockstar Riot 4, will you continue to make every animated episode a major story episode? Well, as I said before, Rockstar Riot 4 is only the beginning of a turning point for the series, but you'll have to wait and see how things play out. Red Rick Bear, thanks for the $2 donation. Congrats on 800K. Any specific plans for the series? I can't spoil any future plans. You'll just have to wait and see. Does your animation use Gary's mod? No. We don't use Gary's mod for animation. We use Source Filmmaker, I mean. It's an animation tool that's been around for a long time, even before FNAF was even a thing. Why did you end Scary Stories? I thought they were good. Because I thought a fourth one would have been redundant, and there's only so much you can do with having your characters tell scary stories, and before it becomes redundant. Maybe I could have done at least one more, but with the direction that the series is going in, there's no way I can do another one. How long have you been on YouTube? For a long time, this channel has been around since 2010, I think. Can I use Source Filmmaker with a basic laptop? That depends on how well it runs. Again, guys, stop asking when Rockstar Riot 4 will come out. Will you do any more blooper videos? Probably not. Can you remake Nightmare Charles 1? No, after Funfair Fright, I'm stepping down as a game developer. It's becoming too much for me. No, Benny Tales is not gonna come out. It's not gonna come back. As a matter of fact, the reason, in fact, looking back, Benny Tales was just Fazbear's segments, but with Benny Tales. Like, outside of a few episodes, I guess with the exception of some episodes, a vast majority of the episodes in Benny Tales could have been done with Freddy Fazbear Friends characters, and nothing would have changed. Will you be doing more Digital Circus videos? Of course I will. In fact, Digital Circus and Beyond is still planned to drop at some point this year. Are you aware of Paw Patrol since I do not care for Paw Patrol. I just don't. And yes, I'm aware that Nickelodeon Universe is at American Dream Mall. How long does animating an episode take? Well, that depends. Like sometimes it takes 1 to 2. Sometimes it takes 2 months or 1 month. I don't know. Like I said, it really depends. Will the Blob show up? Absolutely not. Why did you change Springtrap's voice? Because, I mean, I felt like it was time to expand the cast. I can't voice all the characters forever. And besides, and even then, the character, like Mike, who voices Springtrap and Nightmare Bonnie, he does an incredible job as Springtrap. Hey Andrew, what do you think of the channel Violet First? I used to love their content way back in the day. I thought it was, I mean, that was back when Rage Humor was pretty popular back in the day. You had McJuggernuggets, Waffle Pond, and even like even the Francis skits. That was when or even Angry Grandpa. That was when Rage Humor was at its peak. But as time moved on, the format pretty much died down by the end of the decade. Are you gonna plan on reveal or animate how Lefty was able to capture Puppet? That's up to your guys' imagination. No, Rockstar Riot 4 will not be the season finale, but it will be the last part of the Rockstar Riot saga. What was your least favorite episode to animate? I think it was probably the fight scene in, like, the sword fight scene in Chica's home video, because excuse me, because that was actually my first time doing an actual fight scene. Like, the other fight scenes in The Unwanted Spirit, Evil Comeback, Rockstar Riot, they were animated by No Name the Guy, and even the fourth part of Rockstar Riot 4 has a fight in it. Those were animated by No Name the Guy. Don't worry, Funtime Freddy will appear again in the series. No, there won't be a fifth part to Rockstar Riot. Okay, why is Puppet a boy? Because the Puppet has always been a boy in my series. That was before FNAF 6 was released. And even technically, while it's true a female spirit does possess the Puppet in the games, the Puppet animatronic itself is a boy. As a matter, in fact, the UCN refers to the Puppet as uses he, him pronouns in UCN. The Discord server was deleted due to a raid, and I will never open another one again. John, my name's Andrew, but thanks. What do you think of the San Diego Comic-Con Jazzwares Golden Freddy and Midnight Freddy? The fact that it's an exclusive is really stupid, and seriously, another recolor of Classic Freddy. Why not do one of Wither Golden Freddy? You know, since the packaging is clearly based off of Golden Freddy, so not having Wither Freddy in it seems like a huge missed opportunity. Why is Springtrap not British? Because in my series, he just isn't British. Because Springtrap just isn't British in my series. No, I don't plan on adding any FNAF AR, I mean, outside of Freddy Frostbear, any other FNAF AR characters are not going to be added. At least not in Freddy Fazbear and Friends. And yes, and guys, other characters from the series are gonna come back, like Tim and Simmons, Ennard, Funtime Freddy, the Wizards. They're still in the series. I put Thomas the Careless Tank Engine behind me. What old episode will I remake next? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe Bonnie's Guitar, but we'll see we'll see what I turn up. Okay, okay, guys. I think it's time I take a step back and let some of the crew to speak up. So I'll introduce them one by one. First up is the co-director and voice actor for some characters like Plushtrap, RXQ, and a few others. Noni the Guy.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys all doing today?
Up next is a longtime friend of mine and also a voice actor for Nightmare BB, Shadow Freddy, and Funtime Foxy, GTA Gamer 222.
Yo, what is up, people?
And last but not least, is Amber Ray.
Hi.
So I'm not gonna talk very much in this segment, and I'm gonna let them. I'll still hand off your guys' question to the other actors, and I'll review them so it doesn't get too cluttered.
Alrighty, let's get started.
Okie dokie.
Yes, sir.
Let me just. Okay.
Oh, hey, Gmon Extreme.
Hey, Gmod.
Oh, hey, Gmod.
been a while.
As you guys know, he's the voice of Frostbear.
Yes, sir.
And of course, as you guys know, we have Mike Gamer 023, our script supervisor, as he is supervising the group chat. Live chat.
Yeah.
GTA Gamer is your favorite character, Shadow Freddy? Yeah, he's always been my favorite character.
Okay, okay, this guy asks, what's the hardest character to voice and who's the easier character to voice?
Ooh.
Oh.
You want to answer that, GTA?
I mean, I don't really have like anything like hard characters to voice in. I feel like maybe just the Freddys, because like each Freddy's I have to voice like Withered Freddy, for example, and Shadow Freddy, because like both Freddys have like a similar and differences of like each tone, but it's pretty mediocre and insane.
Yeah, I could say, because like at a certain, like I think I felt a similar thing when voicing Phantom Foxy and Wither Foxy. When you voice two versions of a character, it's kind of like a challenge to kind of differentiate them. Like I guess if you do example, like if you guys wanted to hear, like Phantom Foxy is intentionally voiced with a what would you call it? Like a very like gruff Scottish voice. So he's like, he talks a lot like this, you know. My name is Phantom Foxy. How are you doing? Well, that's like, no, sorry. I'm channeling my plush trap. that's not Scottish. That's Yorker, because plush trap is Yorker. Because plush trap is more like this. I'm a animatronic from New York. I like pizza pies. How you doing? Yeah, no. Phantom Foxy is more like. I'm trying to remember, because it's been a while since I've done Phantom Foxy. So it's like it's very hi, hello there. My name is Phantom Foxy. Nice to meet you. Sorry, yeah, I'm like slowly slipping into it. It's like I'm the Phantom animatronic from fuck. Shoot, it's like it's crazy, because it's like that's the fun part about voice acting as well. Like if you're like on the spot, like I think I remember seeing like a video live stream, or not like a video interview where like J.K. Simmons was like rechanneling voices that he hasn't done in like years, and like it's like sometimes when you haven't done it in a while, it's like you're like trying to remember how to do it, and it's like is that how it sounded like? I don't entirely remember. But yeah, voice acting is fun. You get lots of range and a lot of different like stuff you could work with, because if you're especially someone who voices multiple characters, it's kind of interesting to hear how one person can make different characters sound like they're being voiced by different people. I did also see a question, Ember, if you want to answer this. So someone asked you, what's it like voicing young Bonnie, which is, I guess, referring to the that video where Bonnie basically, he puts on the youth filter and goes back to 2015 Bonnie.
Dang, bro went young Sheldon style. Honestly, I thought it was fun. Like, I thought it was a whole lot of fun. A little bit, like, different, though. It was different than anything I had done before. I'll just say that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. What was the story I remember you told us?
I remember how
the Chica one.
What?
Do you remember that story you told some of us about when you were on a live stream and you did like
oh my
Chica?
gosh. Okay. There was one time I was on a friend's live stream. We were reacting, I guess, to old like Freddy Fazbear and Friends episodes. And like you said before, there's some times where you could just channel a voice just like that. I don't know what happened, but Chica came on screen at one point. She started yapping, and I said, okay, I'm like in my head, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and do an impression of that because I think it'd be funny. And then I just did it right there. It was almost like pitch perfect to the video. And my friends were like, wait, whoa, do that again. And then I couldn't do it again.
Oh yeah.
I still haven't been able to do it to this day. I'm still trying though. Maybe I'll figure it out someday.
Mm-hmm. Freddy, then there's also Freddy in Gang 1. He did ask me, who is the hardest to animate? Gosh, so yeah, like since I'm one of the animators and the sole fight choreographer of Freddy Fazbear and Friends, I gotta say I hated animating the rock stars, mainly because just to give insight is if you don't animate or mess around with 3D rendering, a lot of FNAF models tend to be what's called unoptimized, and they have high poly counts, which they don't need. They have like unnecessary like bone structures, the rigging and the weights, which weights are basically what parts of the rig the model is controlled by. It's weird how strange the quality can vary between models. And when I was animating Rockstar Riot, I can tell you that it was an absolute nightmare, solely because the Rockstar models we were using were broken. They did not work with IK rigs. They were unoptimized. It didn't work. And we did have other alternatives, but then the alternatives didn't really aesthetically match the Freddy Fazbear and Friends art style, which is like, we take obviously we pull from like different sources, but like the synergy was just not there. And I'm like, if you were to ask me if I would animate it again, I would say no. Never again. That Rockstar Riot was one of the hardest things I've ever animated, and I think I've said a lot of times for like to friends that there's a lot of things that I would redo if I got the chance. Rockstar Riot, because of how annoying it was to animate, I think I'm fine with how it came out. It wasn't perfect in my eyes, but I'm not gonna do it. I would never do it again. I'm just saying.
Using media history. Apparently, someone asked me question for GTA. When did you meet Andrew? So back in 2016, I was on Steam, and it was just like minding my own business. I was just gonna create like Gmod videos, and then all of a sudden I got a friend request from Andrew for himself. And for a moment I thought it was like some kind of like fake account or some like catfish person. But when I asked him like, "Are you the real Andrew?" and he goes like, "Yeah, I am," and it was pretty crazy because like I've never had like any online friends before during those times. And like Andrew is considered my only in real life friend that I've only had like before, like after 10 years I've known this guy. And to this day, we've been good friends ever since. And crazy enough too, like I think I remember that me and him, we got into this got on this call with the people who did the the vicious cycle of Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2, or Rye Bread Sandwich. I don't know whatever happened to them, but I just remembered that we got on call for one point in a Steam call, and they were pretty chill people. We didn't really talk too much, but yeah, made history.
Someone said, question to the whole crew. If any of you were to make your own version of the FNAF 1 movie, what would you change? Ooh,
Oh,
boy, I wish.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
boy.
I got
You
a
just
list.
asked a question that
I
would
got
get
a
talked
list.
about for hours.
Right. I got a list of things I'd change, but just to keep it simple, if we're just focusing solely like story, I would say I would have preferred if FNAF 1 movie. I think the story from the FNAF 1 movie is fine. I think like the FNAF 1 movie is not perfect, but I think it's perfectly plausible as a movie. I would change mostly the fact that FNAF 1 as a movie, I could tell that it's based off of the Silver Eyes books, which if you guys haven't read them, the Silver Eyes books were basically about Charlie, like a version of Charlie that's not dead, but basically her and her friends check out this abandoned pizzeria, and like you have the classics there, and then Spring Bonnie and William Afton are there as well, and it's very similar, but I think they should have committed more to the horror. Like that's something Andrew said that I agree with. Like I just like it didn't feel like a movie that was like a FNAF movie, right? Like you watch something and you could tell that like, oh yeah, that's exactly how I imagine it, or like that's exactly how I would think of it. Like the FNAF movie is like, it wasn't what I thought it would be. Not necessarily that's a bad thing, but I think like they just should have committed more to FNAF, right? Like jump scares. They should have committed more to like, yes, what's it? Mike goes back to the pizzeria for several nights, but it's just he doesn't come back several nights to work. He comes back because he's like obsessed with uncovering what happened to his brother. Like this stuff like that, where it's just like, I think it's just, I could have. There's a few things. Now, if we're talking about we're talking about the second movie, oh, that's a whole different story. The second
That is
movie,
a whole
gosh, it's just like you have something that's like okay, and then the second movie is like, what am I even watching? Like,
Yeah, I think we could all agree that the FNAF 2 movie was definitely a movie.
It was a movie, yeah. I mean, I kind of
Yeah.
wish it did the same thing with like the books. I can agree with that.
Oh hey,
Also,
English Muffin asks, GTA, how do you feel that Andrew made fun of one of your older videos in the sleepover video?
oh, that thing.
oh yeah, I remember that video. I remember that. Yes,
Oh,
that was a long time
Uh-oh.
ago.
Yeah,
That was
and-
a long time ago. Holy man.
Yeah, there was no.
And funny enough, that video was actually in Freddy X Cindy 3 as one of the clips when Toichigo saying says what am I pitching or something.
Your voice glitched out.
The cutout makes it even better.
It was basically one of the clips where Toichigo was like asking the video like, "What? Since when did my butt start itching?" That's basically the whole
my
thing.
God.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I
those were the good days.
made that joke 10 years ago. It was so weird.
What
But
the heck?
but overall, for my opinion, it made history. I think it was okay.
yeah. Freddie and Gang One also asks, knowing the guy, I finished my first season of my show. What do you think I should do for season 2? It's a FNAF Plus show. Well, a thing to encourage is like, since you guys are having the ability to speak with us, you can ask us our opinions on how we go about things. And as the co-director, which is crazy because I remember when I was younger, I used to watch Andrew's videos, right? Like I was a fan. I remember watching Shaker Runs Away and Fazbear Deep, but now it's like I get to direct and help decide where the series goes from here. And when you're starting your own show, right, you should kind of have a layout of what you want, right? Like a beginning, middle, and end kind of thing. You could fill in the gaps in between and kind of like improvise. but in like Ultra stuff, but it helps to know exactly where you're going when making your series so that you know what to do. Because I guess the example is you would see like a lot of Freddy Fazbear and Friends, the earlier seasons kind of did whatever they wanted to at the time. Whatever Andrew felt like doing, he did it. And when it comes to now that we're focusing on story, it's hard to explain a lot of things. Like if you asked us about the box, which you guys will know more about in due time, it's like I can't express enough how it took a lot of time to kind of process why it even exists. It's like I remember having a chat with like Andrew, and we were like writing down the lore and the story beats like on paper for us to refer to when writing scripts, and it's just like we could not wrap our head around Nightmare or Nightmarion or the box. That was so mind-numbing.
Yeah. Like it wasn't a bad idea, but the execution, like like back then the world building was terrible.
So yeah, as advice, you've already wrapped up season 1. Season 2 should continue off where season 1 went, rather than just because it's a second season. It's not like SpongeBob or some kind of a show. If your show involves story, the story should progress. It shouldn't like reset or stay in one spot. There's no question for you, Ember. Did you play Pillar Chase 2 in Roblox?
What is that?
Chase 2 in
I don't know
Roblox.
what that is.
Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. I played Pillar Chase 2 on Roblox one time on stream, and that's like the joke now. That joke follows me everywhere because I screamed like a little girl. I don't do horror games too well on stream. Like, for example, like I actually tried to stream me playing Five Nights at Freddy's 1. And combined with the tech issues and like my anxiety that I had the previous day, I had a panic attack on stream.
Oh damn.
I'm okay, don't worry about it. But like it was just like that's a joke thing that like I can't do horror games. But the one horror game that's the exception is Pillar Chase 2, which I haven't played in a very long time, and I don't know how that joke is still following me.
Oh my gosh. I think I also saw one. Let's hit up these two. One for GTA, where I think it was a message. CNB asked GTA Gamer, can you give us a sneak peek of what Withered Freddy will sound like? Because I forgot. Withered Freddy.
Yeah.
You haven't debuted as Withered Freddy's new voice actor for the series yet, but I think you appeared. Did you appear as Withered Freddy in the Q&As? Or
No, he did not.
The next episode after Rockstar Riot 4 is when GTA will debut as Withered Freddy.
Yeah.
But if you want a little sneak peek of the Withered Freddy voice, he's basically sound like Freddy in my series, but he just sounds like this, but more high pitched. And my favorite food is the Big Mac.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, not the Big Mac from McDonald's.
Seriously, I keep seeing that meme over and over again. I'm just like, great, I'm gonna be voicing this character.
For you.
I mean, it could be worse, GTA.
True.
It could be worse. It could be Mr. Cheese and Crackers.
Oh my
Cheese and
goodness,
crackers.
no.
Oh my god.
That was good.
You have no idea. I've been seeing that meme everywhere. Dude, that meme is in like several FNAF essays. I remember watching I watched the video essay on I think like FNAF 2, like on the lore, and the person slipped in a cheese with crackers, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Literally, that's
What was so
one of-
funny about it?
That's also one of my videos, funnily enough.
I'll never understand how that one clip of Toy Freddy saying that he likes cheese and crackers blew up.
I think
I
it's
don't know
because
either.
of the unseriousness and the delivery of it. Because it's also
Maybe.
so random. Like, he could have picked anything in the world, and he picks
could've.
cheese and crackers.
He could have said my favorite snack is like
Gummy
he could have
worms
said
or
it gummy.
something.
He could have said my favorite snack is like trail mix or something like that. He said my favorite snack to eat would be Andrew. Do what for the stream.
I already did it, but I already did it earlier.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it either.
I did for a little bit.
Oh, man.
Mr. Foxy Co said, Ember, if you had to voice Chica, do you think you'd be good at it?
Oh gosh, are we talking specifically Freddy Fazbear and Friends or FNAF? Because those are two very different realms. Because I have two Chica voices.
I guess it's in general. I'd assume it's like probably Eddie Chica.
Genuinely, I mean, I think I would do a pretty good job.
God damn it, my favorite snack is cheese, my cracky old bitch.
Oh no! Now it's starting to spawn in the chat too.
Oh
dude.
no, Mike, you're
Mike, you're supposed to
crazy,
be our
man.
Mike, you're supposed to be our moderator. You can't.
What the hell,
That's
Mike?
it. Mike, you're fired.
Yeah.
Cheese and crackers.
Amber, you're fired too.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Ember would be Sith7724. Ember would be a great toy Chica.
Aw, thank you.
You might see Amber as Toy Chica in the future, but we'll see.
So, here's your question, the whole crew, the Goat King C2LS. What is your favorite episode, and what made you guys inspired to do Rockstar Riot? I guess we'll all answer that. What's your guys' favorite episodes?
Oh boy.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm a really here. I think Captured is my favorite episode. I think it's because I get to like
you're biased.
Oh my
I was about to say you are kind of biased.
You're biased because it's Shadow Freddy.
Yeah. Okay.
Shadow
Okay.
Freddy.
For real.
No, yeah, Capture's a good one. We had a lot of fun making that. That one, the whole Rockstar saga in general. I'm sure you can agree to, Andrew. It's a really fun like story, small little storyline that we're doing. Like, the fact that you get to see more than nightmares. You get to see every episode, pretty much every episode in the saga has a fight scene, which is pretty rad. And there's just a lot of great storytelling that we get to be able to show you guys. Ember, is there an episode that's your favorite from the show?
Oh my gosh, okay, am I allowed to pick two or do I have to pick one because it's so split even?
Fair enough.
You whatever.
Alright. You know what? If I had to pick one, this one might come as a surprise to everybody, but Baby's Balloon Adventure is my favorite.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a fun episode.
Just
yeah, that was fun.
I don't know why I have this scene in my head, but just the scene of like she could be like going to the rooftop and then she like jump. There it goes.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
in
then
fact,
she
that
just jumps off the roof, barely misses Baby, and she's just like it's just the sound that plays in my head is that it was at this moment she knew she fucked up and then she like falls.
Literally,
Just crashes into the car and it's like, oh.
car roof just shatters.
Yeah, like honestly, that was one of the best episodes I've ever seen. Honorable mention, either Evil Comeback, Rockstar Riot, or blah, 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 or Captured.
Yes, yeah. Oh yeah, and then oh yeah, right. And then they also asked what made you guys inspired to do Rockstar Riot? I believe Rockstar Riot was I'm trying to remember. Rockstar Riot, because so the funny thing is I think Rockstar Riot was originally supposed to be it was supposed to come before BB's Balloon Adventure. And I think it was at a point where we decided that we needed to continue with we wanted to, because we saw the success of Evil Comeback and the fight. Clearly, people like the classics, throwing hands, because who doesn't love FNAF fights? And then it was also like we realized that like we need to advance the story in a way, because like season 7, as you guys have seen as well, it's very story driven. There's the early of the season is like very like fun, but we're getting into the thick of the story that's been going on for a long while, and it's like and it's just like, yeah, it was something that I think the script took a few months to make, to conceptualize, and then we did a lot of progress on it, right, Andrew?
Yeah, actually, I don't think Rockstar Riot's script took months to make. I think it was less than I think it took less than a month for it to be finished.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe. I mean, I just remember that. But I just know that like Rockstar Riot was definitely like it's gonna be memorable for after. It is sitting at what, 5 million views? Sitting at 5 million views?
Yeah.
I think
Crazy.
I think.
Yeah.
Jordan Blocks asked you, No Name, how does it feel for Evil Comeback to blow up to the point where it's trending on Twitter?
Oh, yeah. See, you made something legendary, and I say that because I would hope that you guys could someday make something that is as legendary as that, or as less legendary as anything, because there's nothing with much more satisfaction as a director and animator seeing the fact that literally that stuff has reached the far ends of different communities. Like, you gotta say there's no. I was so surprised that Evil Comeback was being seen by like the JJK community, or like Delta Brood, or like the Has-Been community. I'm like, those things aren't even related to FNAF.
Wait, it reached the Has-Been community?
Yeah, I saw it a few times on
did.
Twitter. It was
It reached the Has-Been community. It went far, dude.
I think one of the people on the team said they were in class, and then they saw their friend watching Evil Comeback in class. I was like, what the heck? Really? Dude,
That's insane.
It's like Freddy Fazbear and Friends, the Evil Comeback. That thing blows up. That episode blows up like almost yearly. Like, it'll have a period in time where the clips will just resurface and people will post it. I just saw clips reposted of Evil Comeback just today.
That's awesome.
Everywhere.
Part-time Freddy 60 gave a $5 donation.
Oh, thanks for the donation.
Question for GTA Gamer 222: was there any other things that were scrapped in Rockstar Riot that wasn't shown? I don't think so.
No, there wasn't really any. No, there wasn't.
Besides that deleted scene on your YouTube short, but that was
that was the only one.
That.
Everything else made the final cut pretty much. And then Super Ilroy YT also has GTA Gamer 222. Opinions on Baldi's Basics and .exe? Yeah, that's one for you.
Okay, so I may be the guy who makes Baldi Basic videos, but like, I'm gonna be real here. I prefer Baldi's Basic. I think I know more Baldi's Basic than Sonic EXE or any of the EXE games. I just not really a fan of like any EXE games. It's like any horror, but just like evil, like eyes, like red eyes, and just evil teeth for whatever reason. I feel like Baldi's Basic is more of like you would see this like it's like visiting like the early 90s or late 90s of like any old game or any of those like typing computer games, like Sonic was it Sonic Schoolhouse or any of those Windows 8
oh my gosh.
I'm basically a fan of those. I'm not really familiar or care to any of the EXE games. It's just not my thing.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Besides, I love Baldi the way he is.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, GTA's Baldi series is definitely iconic in of itself. For better or for worse, you ask him.
Yeah.
Yep. Adaptive Synthetic asks to all, how is it working with Andrew?
Ember, you wanna lead?
Honestly, it's an absolute joy. It's an absolute joy because, you know, Andrew's really nice. He's a really nice guy, and he's really, really good at what he does.
Yeah, I say again, it's crazy because I it's funny that like at one point, everyone who's on the team, and it's not just me, GTA and Ember. Everyone on the team was at one point a fan of Andrew, right? We watched his videos, we enjoyed it. You know, we didn't know him personally, and now that it's like we have the opportunity to work on episodes and provide that same entertainment and joy for you guys, I'm like, dude, it's amazing. And work with Andrew too. You know, it's a great time, fun. It's a lot of flexibility. There's just a lot of great things because it's like once you work on a show, like, and you're also someone who can help lead where it goes and influence what happens. I mean, it's amazing. What about you, GTA?
Well, after all those times of knowing Andrew for 10 years, I don't know, because like I've always wanted to try to voice for Freddy Fazbear and Friends, but my acting back then wasn't really that strong, and I wanted to just like focus more on like how to act more and what acting is all about than just like be on someone's videos. That's the whole reason why I made my my sister location series in the first place, because I got inspired from Andrew's series. Except it's more like rated R stuff. But yeah, Freddy Fazbear and Friends versus locations rated R.
But rated R.
Basically.
Yeah. But overall, it's being on the team has really got me to this point where this is definitely like a improvement of my voice acting and a little bit of animation, you know, because like even though I'm not as like best animator as I used to be, okay, a little bit of improvement, but like I'm more of just like a voice actor than an animator than myself, so it's pretty cool, you know.
Yeah. Cookie wants Galactic Pie 9391. Question for everyone. Just a random opinion. How would you guys feel if FNAF got a spin-off for kids, like given the BotBots treatment? BotBots is
What?
I know what BotBots is. BotBots is horrible. BotBots is the Transformers spin-off, and it got its own. Yep, I'm aware of it, and I would look. I say that like FNAF was never like a rated R for adults specifically kind of series. Like it was always for everybody. I mean, clearly, given the fact that we were all kids who liked FNAF, and FNAF never.
Not me.
Yeah, for the most of us, like FNAF was like it was there for our childhood. So clearly, like it's not like, oh yeah, don't show this to your kids. Like, well, it you know. But I think like with how FNAF already is, you don't need to dumb it down for children. And I think it would be disgraceful, honestly, if you were to ask me personally, because it's like if you have a series and you think that just for kids to enjoy it, you make it like you sugarcoat it, you like make it childish just so it can appeal to kids. I think that kills the charm of it. I've never liked shows like you think it's like SpongeBob. What was it? SpongeBob Camp, whatever. What was it called?
Camp Coral.
Camp Coral. That thing doesn't even need to exist. Like SpongeBob as a show was already for kids. You didn't need to. They don't need to make a show all on top of that for like 4+ like age babies. Like it's not necessary. It's pointless.
Yeah, like that's pretty much what made FNAF that's what made FNAF good in the first place. The fact it could be enjoyed by anybody.
Yep. Freddy Fazbear Gamer 2024 for GTA Gamer 222 to read. Have y'all seen the Siren Head movie announcement that's in development? And are you going to see it when it comes out?
No.
I'm gonna be real here. I'm not as big of a Siren Head
Oh my
person.
goodness.
To be fair, I'm not really look, no hate to Trevor Henderson, the artist who made Siren Head, but like I'm just not a fan of Siren Head. I mean, Siren Head is pretty cool, but just not my not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I think Siren Head's a cool concept, but it was like a product of its time. I don't really care for it personally because it's just
Yeah.
I think he's cooler if you don't know much about him, and it's up for interpretation kind of thing. If you watch a movie, it'd be really hard to make a movie based off of that. There's one else. Question for everyone: if y'all were to kill Melted Chocolate Bonnie, how would y'all kill him? We are throwing him in the microwave, and we're nuking that bit for we're nuking it. And we're nuking it, and then it catches on fire, and the microwave explodes.
Drop him in Chernobyl. he'll melt very, very fast with toxic waste.
All right.
Top hat guy to vest. Will the team return for Avengers Doomsday? You know it.
Sir.
Freddy Fazbear and friends will return for Avengers Doomsday. Yeah, that's gonna happen.
We're return for Doomsday, y'all.
Thanks for spoiler for Secret Wars.
Yeah, sorry. That's
Yep.
sorry for the spoiler alert. Yeah, Freddy Fazbear will help the Avengers defeat Doctor Doom. Yeah, that'll happen.
Yep.
Melted Chocolate Bonnie is evil. Not just evil, he's straight up shovelware.
Fabulous.
Bro.
Question for three of you: are you guys excited for GTA 6? No. If you were to ask me personally.
Sort of.
Okay. If you really want my opinion for GTA 6, I am semi-excited, but also at the same time, I hate what Rockstar Games is doing for their marketing. Well, mostly on Take-Two. Like, since I'm a big GTA fan, which the name itself is little GTA Gamer.
I was gonna say it's in the name.
Guys,
Exactly.
how do you guys know I like GTA?
How do you like?
Oh, I don't know GTA. It's in the name, GTA.
Like, yes, I'm a bit excited, but however, the excitement in me, like when GTA 6 was first announced, like 3 years ago, when the first trailer came out, like I was really excited for it, but like the half a delays kind of like just like made me so exhausted, drained my excitement for GTA 6. Yeah, but I am excited. I am really hoping to play the game like some point. I am not a fan of and just to be clear, I'm not a fan of the digital media for GTA 6.
Yeah,
I really wish they did for
no.
physical media.
That.
But yeah.
Nope. Not a fan.
Yeah, but you know, that's basically what it is, I guess.
Can y'all give me tips on animating? I'm sort of new in making FNAF S from fitness like y'all. Well, there's two key things: patience, and also just don't be afraid to just experiment. You know, everybody's got a style. Don't copy how someone else does it. Kind of like have your own way of doing it, because art is animation and animation is subjective. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. All that matters is that you put in the effort to make it look good. And even if it's not like it doesn't have to be Mona Lisa, it doesn't have to be like crazy. You just have to, be willing to put in the hours and, work on it over time. If something isn't good or something isn't right, if you're an artist and you're an animator, you will go back and fix it. That's just kind of the general rule of thumb. There's no such thing as something being perfect. It can always be done better, and even if it looks perfect, it can be done in a different way. So in that sense, like the tips are really like, I or GTA can't really say that, oh yeah, this is how you would do it, because it's just more like, well, this is how we do it. But how you do it, you just have to kind of figure that out as you go. Like you can watch movies or cartoons or TV shows and see how they do it, and then just kind of come to your own conclusion. See, Question for Donut Guy: how does it feel being the co-director? Being a co-director is definitely a treat. I've kind of stated before that I was, what is it, 20, was it really 2016, 2017? I was a wee little child, and I remember watching Andrew's videos, and now that I work directly with him, and a lot of episodes where it started was like, I think like early season 6. It was like once Phantom Foxy's family came out, it was like from that point it was like I was able to script write and influence where the series went. And now that like directly, I mean, the thing that you'll see, and Andrew talked about it in one of his older update videos, not older, but it came out like earlier this year. It's like the channel updates, Freddy Fazbear and Friends is, the direction it's going is most episodes and scripts will be handled by me. So when you guys watch episodes, and I'm saying this because also like it seems like a lot of people do get confused that like there's been time, and I get it, there's been times where people saw like the fight scenes and they're like, oh my gosh, Andrew is like, he got really good at animation. No, that wasn't Andrew. And Andrew's explained that multiple times on different occasions. But like, Freddy Fazbear Friends as a whole, right? Like Andrew will still be a good part of it. Like he's still voicing the classics, that's never gonna change. He still writes parts of the script, that's never gonna change, and he still supervises what happens. So a lot of things, he's still gonna be around for Freddy Fazbear Friends, but as co-director, kind of like entering secondary director, kind of, I don't know how you would specifically put it. It's honestly great because then we put out episodes, and I have the satisfaction of myself to be like, yeah, I made that. I think I did a good job.
That's like one of the best feelings in the world, dude.
Admiring your art.
Let's see.
Jay's Amazing Content OG. GTA Gamer 222. What's your plans for 2027? I'm not too sure. I'll probably make a video discussing on what I'm going to be doing for 2027, but as of right now, I don't know yet.
Ember, Sunny Ray B1F as Ember, if you got the chance to voice any character, who would you choose?
Oh, dang. Okay. We're talking like Freddy Fazbear and Friends. Yeah. Honestly, if we're talking like characters that have already been introduced, it would either be Toy Chica or Wither Chica.
Yeah, your voice range definitely it pretty much fits that. I think like I guess we can kind of like express this that like I guess just to be transparent and Toy Chica and Mangle specifically, they will have new voice actors after season 7 concludes. But season 7 currently, a lot of I think in general, I think a lot of our casting is gonna change for season 8 when that time comes. But season 7, there's a lot of familiar voices who are still gonna carry on their roles until the end of the season. So if you guys don't know, voice actor named Tori, she voiced Toy Chica and Mangle. She was in BB's Balloon Adventure, the Q&As, I think. And no, not the Q&As. It was it was BB's Balloon Adventure, and she will voice those characters for the future episodes, which, like Andrew expressed, characters are going to return. You guys are going to see a lot of familiar faces. So the series is also not close to being done yet. It's not close yet. But I think when that time comes, but Ember does her voice range definitely does fit Toy Chica. I remember the few times you've done a Toy Chica voice for fun.
Yeah, those were fun times.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why that made me laugh.
Can't wait for Nightmare Chica to be cooked by Golden Freddy and Rockstar Riot 4. You guys will see. Will see.
You'll
You'll have to wait and see.
If you guys didn't already see, also Andrew put the preview on his shorts tab. You can watch the first minute, I think, of the episode there, and it's gonna be epic. The conclusion, because the next episode is Rockstar Riot 4. It's the conclusion of the Rockstar saga. So once that episode concludes, we'll go back to a little bit of of fun stuff before we get back to storytelling again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Seth.
Seth's here. Hello.
Hello, Seth.
Hi, Seth.
Hello. I see a question. Question for Ember. How'd you get your role, and what were your thoughts on it at the time? I got my role because they were looking for, I think you're just looking for general VAs at the time.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be so real here with you guys. At first, I was not gonna audition. Like, I had no confidence in myself. I had no confidence at all. Like, if anything, I was trying to ease out of voice acting at the time. And then, I just kind of thought, well, what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is I get denied. And GTA sent me, like, practice lines for, like, I think did you send me just for Bonbon, or was it another character?
It was for Bonbon, yes.
It was just Bonbon. Sorry, for some reason I thought it was somebody else. But, like, it was Bonbon. And here's a little fun fact of trivia for you guys. I did not know what Bonbon sounded like at the time. So I just looked up a picture of this little dude, and I was like, okay, blue rabbit, puppet looking thing. All right, let's roll. And I just did the voice, and I think GTA sent it over to Andrew or No Name. Someone got it, and they liked it, and then they cast me, and then I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I was beyond floored. I was shocked that happened. I had, again, no confidence that it was gonna go anywhere. And then, next thing I know, I'm on Freddy Fazbear and Friends as the Bonbon, the little goblin.
Bite your kneecap.
Yeah, and
The little Bonbon who bit Funtime Freddy's ear. And
the little gremlin. And it wasn't just.
You know what? Good question.
And of course, it wasn't just Freddy Fazbear and Friends. Amber also went on to voice the female characters in Digital Fitness.
Yep.
Yeah, Pomni,
Yes, sir.
Gangle, Zubul, and Ragatha.
Yeah. And I know for a fact, it'll be interesting as well, as we can't disclose we can't say anything yet. You guys will have to see, but Ember will voice a future character, which we won't say who. It'll be a mystery when the time comes, but when the time comes, that character has a lot of importance, and we've been planning it for months now, and when that character debuts, Ember will be voicing them. So you guys can have your little theories and speculation on.
Yeah, get your little animation theories going.
Yeah, call Matt Pat. He'll explain it more.
Someone dial up Matt Pat. We need Matt Pat in the building. Yeah. Technically, Zubul is not binary.
Yeah, we know that.
Ember Ray, have you ever voiced Bonbon in the series yet?
She will eventually.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
time.
eventually.
Yeah. season 7, a lot of characters will return. So you guys will see the toys, you'll see the wizards, you'll see the not class, sorry. Yes, you'll see the classics, but like we're already seeing them. You'll see the fun times. Sorry, is what I meant to say. You'll see the fun times. So every character in the series will get a chance to appear in this season. So you guys don't have to worry. Your favorite characters will be in. That's the focus we tried shifting to for season 7. Season 7, as you guys also saw, like with the first episode being Camping Chaos, we wanted to put more focus on the other characters besides Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, which they've always been the main focus, and and of course they've shared the spotlight with other characters, but it just, with a cast so big, we don't want to neglect and make other characters kind of not have a reason to exist. So yeah, you'll see characters reappear, don't worry, and it'll be everyone who's not dead but everyone who's not dead will have a chance to reappear before the season ends, and even in the season after this they'll come back too. So no one's gone forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blueberry 8064, question for knowing the guy: how long does it take for you to animate a fight scene? That is a funny question, because it really depends. As the soul fight choreographer, it depends on what the direction of the fight is going. If you see Rockstar Riot was a group fight. It had a focus on 8 characters and balance the screen time in between them on the fight. And for that reason, some fights take longer, some fights take shorter. As you've seen, also Rockstar Riot 4, that episode has, of course, taken its fair share of time to be animated. But in that case, the showdown with Nightmare Chica and Golden Freddy, there's a lot more detail that goes into it. It's more personal, so it's just putting more focus on those two. And I wrapped up my senior year, so I was quite busy. I didn't get much chance to put as much time as I wanted to. But yeah, it really just varies.
Yeah, I imagine like that takes a crap ton of time.
Yeah.
Especially for
yeah.
fight scenes where everything's like constantly on the move.
Yeah. Will the Phantoms return, or at least Phantom Freddy? Yeah. Like I said, I mean, all the characters will have a chance to reappear. They're not gonna be absent forever. They'll all get their chance to. So you guys don't have to worry. All the characters will get their shared screen time. Question for Ember Ray at Fredbear MLG says, can you do the Kane crash on his bonbon?
Oh no. Here's the thing. I would if I could, but I have dogs, and whenever I do, for some reason, Bonbon specifically, they freak out. Like, I have to lock my dogs in a room to be able to do Bonbon. That's what I had to do for the Bonbon audition.
Yeah. And then Harry Remix VA, question for Ember Ray. What's your favorite FNAF game?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna probably stir up some chaos here, but my favorite FNAF game is Sister Location.
Sister Location I think Sister Location was not a bad game.
I've seen so many people like hate on like Sister Location, and everyone like who I say Sister Location to, they're like, oh my gosh, you're freaking insane. Like FNAF 1, 2, and 4 is better. And like I also get the comments like, oh, at least you didn't pick FNAF 3, but why Sister Location? My answer, because I didn't get jump scared as bad.
Yeah, a lot of FNAF Sister Location definitely gets hate for being different, but I don't even think it was a bad thing. It was the first time Scott introduced voice acting, like besides Phone Guy. It was the first time we had 3D rendered visuals. Like it was still it was still being made in
Yeah, it was made
in,
quick.
in Click Team. Yeah, it was still being made in Click Team, but like we actually got to see characters move. There's like an actual story.
And the first
Sorry.
time would actually the second time doing voice acting.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of questions for you, Amber. And then another one said, embarrassed, are you the one who voiced Gangle in Pond?
It's Ember, first of all. And yeah, I did Pomni, Gangle, Zubul, and Ragatha. All for Andrew John. Yeah. I did them, and honestly, I'd do them again.
Amber will voice Zubul and Ragatha in Digital Circus and Beyond, but Gangle and Pomni will have different VAs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue to voice Jax, but we'll wait and see.
Your Jax voice is honestly really good.
I mean, I think I got the mannerisms pretty right, but the voice itself, I mean, it's hard to replicate Jax's voice because it has a it's very distinct in terms of how it sounds.
Yeah, like Michael Kovac has that very specific like area that he like puts his voice in for Jax, and it sounds so it's so specific, and I only met like a handful of people who can replicate it pretty well.
Yeah.
Ember's and Mike said Ember's dog going ballistic over the April high. Yeah, dogs are dogs would be like that.
Yeah, my dogs are. I love them to pieces. You guys might have heard them barking earlier, but they are menaces to society. Like whenever I'm recording, like No Name and GTA can attest this. Whenever I record it for them, I'm always like, "Hey, give me a sec. I gotta go deal with my dogs."
Yes, happens.
Yeah, I always have to give them goodies so they'll shut up. But I love them so much. They're so sweet.
Gearboy WC question for GTA Gamer 222. What do you do aside from writing scripts? Also, I love your voice by Funtime Foxy.
Why, thank you.
And also, aside from writing scripts, well, like I said, I do like I'm more like a senior animator, and I'm mostly as from the first Rockstar Riot and Captured, I was mostly a script supervisor. But overall, that's pretty much what I am for this team.
Mm-hmm. And then Fredbear FLG also has for GTA. Can you do the Kane crash outs with it, Freddy?
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! Everyone, headphones off! Headphones off, everyone!
Who do they think they are? I give them everything, and they spit on my face. Don't they know what I'm capable of? Humans, they only think about themselves. They're spoiler. I am better. I'm more powerful. I'm the original Freddy. I am God. But first, time for my Big Mac.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh, GTA! Only you can make a line about a Big Mac funny.
Yeah.
I've also seen a few people ask, and I'll just cover it because a few people said people are asking about Rockstar Bonnie, and I'm sorry guys, Rockstar Bonnie's not reappearing because he's dead.
I was about to say, if Rockstar Bonnie appears, I'm gonna seriously question everything, because didn't he literally get his face and head smashed in by Chico with his own guitar?
Yeah, but even then, he might the Rockstar Bonnie might appear in the Carney show and maybe at Fast for segments, but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for now, yeah, Rockstar Bonnie's dead. You will not see him in Freddy Fazbear and Friends unless he comes back as a ghost, which also won't happen. But
I was about to say, are ghosts canon in Freddy Fazbear and Friends?
What? Sorry.
His face literally got smashed. Sorry.
Huh?
Uni P4G1N. A lot of these names are very interesting. Question for No Name or Andrew: are there any new team members on the Freddy Fazbear Friends team that help you guys make a big impact for the series? Are you able to mention them? Well, as you guys have seen, if I were to call my top dogs, right, the top dogs, you got GTA. He's our scriptwriter, animator, voice actor of a lot of our characters. He puts his 2 cents in a lot of stuff. He is also when Glamour Terror came out, him and Andrew duoed animating that episode. So the fact that they both animated that in a month was
That's
impressive.
insane. That's
It was
insane.
classic, I will say.
We have Mike. We have Mike, as you guys see in the live chat. He's our script supervisor and voice actor. As script supervisor, he basically gives the overview of the scripts. So whenever we write scripts, he looks at it and he gives us the thumbs up if it's good, and if there's stuff that could be altered, he usually goes in and makes some final revisions. So he's really good for that. And then we have brand new. We actually do have brand new talent coming on. We have lady by the name of Kaino. She has come on board as she's kind of come on board as I guess you would say like our kind of like our general management kind of thing. She kind of like she kind of like helps us organize stuff. She outlines how to organize things and how to go about it. And I do say as well, as a little tease as well, she's also going to be one of the animators for Rockstar Riot 4. So it's great, honestly, because whenever we have new talent come on, it's always great because it gives people a chance to shine and put their work out there. And then also it also helps us as a team because then we have more to work with. We have great people with like amazing personality, work with us and help us do things rather than having to worry about doing it by ourselves or not having as much input as we wish we would. So yeah, all in all, I mean, it's always great. We've gotten a lot of new people in recent time. We've had people leave roles in recent time, but all in all, that's just how production goes. It's just part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yo, GTA, have you watched Total Drama? Oh, I grew up. I grew up watching Total
Wait,
Drama.
what's
It's
total
total-
drama?
Oh,
It's a show that's like it's basically like doing challenges of in this island, and if
Oh.
you like fail any task or fail to win or something, you get booted off the island. But yeah, I grew up watching Total Drama. I mean, the show was really, really good during its time, like back in the olden days. But now, like
The olden
show,
days.
yeah.
Back in my day, there was total drama. I don't know what the heck that is.
Back in my days, Cartoon Network was a lot different.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some shows are some of the shows I grew up back then were pretty like had some souls and like creativity in it. Nowadays, they just kind of like used for like cash cow in some way, just bringing like bringing I guess like poking the dead toward what is it called like
Poking
Poking
the
the bear.
poking the bear.
poking the bear. Yeah, they're basically that. I mean, Total Drama Island was once back then really good. I don't think they should just keep it like dead or not bring it back anymore. I think the show where it ended up pretty good.
Isn't Total Drama Island a Canadian show as well? I couldn't remember.
Yes, it is. It's a Canadian show.
It's
It
like
was
up
run
there
by
with,
a
like,
Canadian
Johnny
writer
Flash.
and author.
Yeah, it's up there with, like
They're the
Johnny
same.
Flash.
He was written. That was written by the same people who made 16.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember watching Total Drama Island. That was memories. And then I'll humor this again. Fredbear FLG again also has for No Name. Can you do the 559 as Withered Foxy?
What?
Yeah. It's like
550. What's the 559 line?
Withered Foxy goes. Hey, Mango, what time is it? 59. 559.
Oh no.
Also, hi SG4 and Splat Josh.
Hey,
Yes,
Josh.
we do have
Josh,
team. We do have team in chat. So as you guys see, we have Kaino, we
Yeah.
have Josh, we have SG4. It's great.
Oh no.
Oh. Kermit and Friends official. Hey GTA gamer. Remember in the sleepover of FNAF Freddy Fazbear Friends plush video in 2017, Freddy and Toy Bonnie reacts?
Yes, I've already mentioned that like earlier ago, but yes, I do remember.
Everybody sound like Mabel Plants from Gravity Falls. I'm gonna sound so uncultured here. What's Gravity Falls?
Really?
You have not. Wow, you've been living under a rock.
Listen. I wasn't into cartoons until I was a bit older. Okay, cut me some slack.
Fair enough.
Like, wait, question: was it on Cartoon Network?
Yep.
Yep.
Was yeah.
Was it?
Yes,
was
it
it?
was.
Yep. That's why I wasn't allowed to watch Cartoon Network.
Lame. That's
I know, right?
lame.
I'm so uncultured, y'all.
Where's the one I saw? Oh yeah, it was Emmanuel. Sorry if I'm butchering this. Emmanuel, is that right? Emmanuel Dare. M9. No name. Do you know the guy? Do you play Marvel Rivals? Yes, I have not played the recent season, but I'm a proud Gambit main. So if you play with me, I will. I'm a perfect medic, and not just a perfect medic, perfect battle medic. So I have a pretty good KD ratio. So yeah, I haven't played the recent seasons so much, but yeah, Gambit's my go-to. You know, I do the cards. Kinda.
Gravity. It also was Disney, not Cartoon Network. Oh.
Whoa. Well,
Was it?
aren't we LARPers?
Well, then again, I also never grew up with Well, I did remember hearing and seeing some clips of Gravity Falls, but I never actually watched Gravity Falls, like the full episodes.
It was
Yeah.
on Cartoon Network. It was made by Disney. Oh, my bad, y'all.
Yeah, so I was
Plus
like, oh,
also-
aren't we LARPers?
Yeah.
Plus, also,
My
I just never really heard of it. Like, so, yeah. Thoughts on FNAF on consoles? Have y'all played FNAF on consoles?
Terrible.
I have,
No.
and
Oh
I
my
could not
gosh.
get used to it.
Same.
Like my main problem is number one, there are glitches galore in the console versions. Like there's also problems like in FNAF 1, the light switch kind of sticks. Like you have to press it again when it normally just turns off automatically on the Steam version. FNAF 3 also there's a glitch where Phantom Chico will just jump scare you at the beginning of every night if for some reason you get unlucky. This is what happened to one of my friends and myself. And then also in FNAF 4, number one, the sound effects are already pretty quiet. That you have to listen for. But for some reason on my end, and I kid you not, I would turn the volume all the way up because I thought there was a problem with me just being deaf. It didn't play at all for specifically Nightmare Bonnie, but it played for everybody else just fine. I was like, what is going on here?
I don't think a point and click game was meant to go on console.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't think a point and click game was meant to be on console because also keep in mind, this game was made with a mouse in mind because
Yeah.
in sister location on the console version, I could not for the life of me grab Bonbon's tie. It was just
I don't
impossible.
know. How does that work? I've never.
I don't
How does that
know.
work?
My friend got it, but he said it took him a very long time. And honestly, just play the originals on Steam because they are so much better. And you'll get the full no glitchy experience. Sure, there might be some glitches, but they won't be as bad as the console.
Yeah. Splat Josh, he said,
Oh.
Josh said, I play it. No name fucking 1v1 me. After the stream, buddy. After the stream. I got it. We got a job here to do. I'll 1v1 you after the stream, and I'll beat you actually.
Someone by the name of Super Outroy YT asked me, "Did you play Deltarune?" Oh, I love Deltarune.
And
In fact, yeah, Deltarune is actually a really interesting RPG game. I will say it's I enjoyed it better than Undertale. Like, no hate to Undertale or anything, but like I think the Deltarune game is very amazing and the story is just fantastic. And my favorite character from Deltarune is Susie. Like I love Susie as a character.
Susie's
Like she's a really
awesome.
oh yeah, Susie is like an amazing character.
I'm waiting until all the chapters drop before I play it. I played like chapters 1 and 2, and you know, of course, I saw like the reveals for the other chapters. I think was it chapter 3 and 4 were announced on the Switch 2
Yes.
direct, and then I'm waiting for all the chapters to drop before I play. That way, like I don't have to wait. So I'm just gonna play it all through like simultaneously.
That's fair.
Question for 3 of you. Is there a Freddy Fazbear and Friends episode that you hate? If you were to ask me personally, Bunny Rat was not really for me. I don't. Bunny Rat is not really it. In terms of modern episodes, older episodes, there's a lot of older episodes didn't really age well. What about you, GTA?
Good lord, I don't know. I think it's been a while since I think maybe I guess I'll have to say Bonnie's Christmas Carol. I guess it just goes to show where Bonnie was like very selfish. Like he got mad over a Christmas tree. Like, dog, it's not that serious.
Dude, crying over spilled
Bruh.
milk. Literally crying over spilled milk.
Yeah. Honestly, I also didn't like that one.
I mean, Christmas Carol has like some very funny moments where somehow Spring Bonnie sounded British for some reason.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Dude, this scream was so wretched. Dude, Andrew, I don't know how you, dude. Back then, you screamed like a freaking banshee. How do you?
honestly, I'm surprised I didn't lose my voice after all the screaming in the earlier seasons.
Yeah, somehow I'm surprised.
Honestly, I was about to say as well, Andrew, how did you not lose your voice, bro? Because like the insane amount of screaming I heard you do was like, whoa, bro, your voice.
Question for all 3 of you. What was it? Question for all 3 of you. If you were to write your FNAF episode, what would it be about? I guess that's like referring to if we could make one, like I guess like if we're not taking like the story in mind, if we were to like pitch an episode idea, what would it be about? What would you guys pitch?
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. Pitch like an idea of like just like any FNAF.
Yeah, I guess like if Freddy Fazbear and Friends had like an opportunity for like a filler episode to be literally about anything, what would you pitch?
I feel like honestly, I've always wanted to try to make Freddy in the Backrooms, just like
yeah.
Basically where it's basically like the same thing as like Freddy meets Slender Man, but like Freddy in the Backrooms where he's Clark and where he says to Chica and Bonnie, I am a freaking architect.
Stay in character.
Stay in character.
And Bonnie's like, I actually like it here.
That would be interesting.
It would be, yeah.
What about you, No Name?
Shoot, I think.
Ow.
Okay, so it's funny that I think an idea I'd go for is actually was something that was scrapped. And I say that a little Freddy Fazbear Friends trivia. It never made it past the drawing board, but there was an idea that I had, and I fully wrote the script and everything, and I pitched it. I pitched it to Andrew, and it didn't. you know, he didn't settle for it, and that's fine because looking back, doesn't work for where the series is going. But I had a fun idea where it was a paintball episode where like the FNAF characters would the Freddy Fazbear Friends characters, they would like play paintball, and they were like on teams, and it was like it had potential, and I thought it was a pretty fun idea. But you know, of course, with where the series is going now, it's like it wouldn't be a practical idea. But yeah,
maybe it'll be repurposed one day.
yeah, because we still do have the script. It's just been sitting locked behind a cabinet for months.
I think if I were to make an episode, personally, I would feel like some kind of like I don't know, like just a bit of rivalry between like the like the classics or the toys or something like that, or like, you know, because like I thought of this one day because like there was these like pointless debates of like, oh, which animatronic is better, because like, you know, like, is it the toys, is it the fun times, is it the glam rocks, is it the classics? It's like, I thought that would make a really interesting episode concept.
Yeah, I agree. Sessa724, no guy. Since you're an SMG4 fan, who's your favorite character? Mine is Meggy. Funny thing, not just a fan. I worked on SMG4 for like a year.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was 2022. I worked on SMG4 with Luke and Kevin. That was definitely that was a pretty nice time. You know, I got the experience. Yes, so you know, you guys get that trivial knowledge. In case you guys didn't know, yes, I worked for SMG4 and Glitch Productions for a year. It was a nice time, and I say that my favorite character, I'm not gonna lie, it is Meggy. Also, I'm a little biased, mainly just because I don't know. I think Meggy was such a cool introduction, and I don't agree. No, I don't. I can't say that I like Meggy as a character currently, like in the sense of like I'm not really one for how she's written and how she's used in like the episodes before SMG4 ended. But back then though, like 2019, like that was like glitchy boy era. That was early Glitch Productions era. Meggy was a great character. I mean, every time she appeared, it was like good. It was such a fun time. You know you're in for a ride when Meggy was in an episode.
Yeah. Never really watched much of SMG4, but if I had to pick my favorite character, it'd probably also be Meggy.
Yeah, Meggy's fun.
I don't remember what. Oh, sorry. You go ahead. You go.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, I've been an SMG4 fan for a very long time, like since like 2012 like the 2012 like days, like so many years before I started my GTA Gamer 222 channel. And I will say, Tari has always been my favorite character.
Yeah,
Tari was
a good one, dude. Waluigi arc. Waluigi arc.
Oh, love that arc still to this day.
It's the best one, arguably. It's the best one.
Hell yeah.
Sean Crooks, will Henry Emily appear in Freddy Fazbear Friends? I guess just to kind of like explain this like flat out, honestly, if besides William Afton, which William Afton's Springtrap, we try not to add too much human characters from the games or the books to Freddy Fazbear Friends unless it adds story relevance. Like, if you guys want to know, Charlie still dies in Freddy Fazbear Friends. Like in back then, she was still murdered by William Afton, so that still happened. And Puppet's powers do originate from Charlie's soul. So in Freddy Fazbear Friends, Puppet's powers are harnessed and powered by Charlie's soul, but Puppet is still his own guy. So there's only two characters who are actually possessed. It's Baby and it's Springtrap. Otherwise than that, no other characters are possessed. Everyone else is like advanced AI. And so because of that, I mean, yes, we do also have original human characters. We have Tim and Simmons, which they're a great time. You guys will see more of them. But overall, yeah, like I don't know, Henry Emily. If you were to ask me, like all the characters in the games do exist, but they don't serve a purpose in this show, mainly because what would they do, right? I mean, Michael Afton, his whole thing is that he was the one, according to theories and what we know, like Michael Afton is the one who's setting the spirits free. He's the one who is supposedly the night guard each game. So it's like that doesn't work with Freddy Fazbear Friends. So it's just better if we don't really focus on the human side of things when it comes to Freddy Fazbear Friends.
Elijah, I asked, will you? They asked me, will you get Ribbit into your digital circus thing? Yes, I do plan on getting Ribbit in the future, but I'm not sure if she'll be a. I don't think she'll be a recurring character in the series. All right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because like Digital Circus and Beyond is gonna have its own continuity, but it'll still have a story, of course.
Yeah.
That's true.
Question for Amber Ray: do you voice in Digital Circus comic dubs?
Oh yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Question for GTA Gamer 222. What do you think of Chris and Susie and Rosé from Deltarune? I think both of those three are very they're good characters. I think their characters are very written well. I always thought Rosé was very evil from the first start, but like when I look in but over time he just wants to protect the Dark World from any sort of danger. And also Chris is a monster. Chris is okay. Maybe not. Chris is not really a monster. It's just more like the soul that's in him that's kind of controlling them. Sorry, that's controlling Chris. Yeah. But Susie, I just feel really bad for Susie. Like Susie just comes from like a very broken home. Susie reminds me of Nelson from The Simpsons. That's basically how I could think of Susie as like a character as a whole. Like I love Susie to death. Like she's like my best like favorite characters of Deltarune of all. So yeah, I just really hope that whatever happens in chapter 6 or the last chapter, I don't know what will happen, or especially with that weird route. Who knows?
June Sanchez S6M2I as question for everyone. Do you have any advice on becoming voice actors? I'll let GTA and Ember answer this.
Oh,
You first.
Okay. If there's one thing about voice acting, it's more of like get water. Water is very important for voice acting because, like, if you don't have water, your voice will go completely dry like this. And for one thing for sure, make sure the background, like any background you have, like let's say like you have your fan off or your fan on, turn it off because it would contracts the noise of any sort of the background you voice a character. And also make sure when you voice a character, always like emphasize of like your character. Like make sure like if you're in a character's shoes or position or whatever the scene's going on, you always be sure that whatever scenario or surrounding that you're in, always drive it in. Like focus on the narrative, focus on the driven part of like the character and the story. That's all you gotta do. Don't be like one of those voice actors who just likes when you think of voice acting, you don't just go and read like, this person is evil. Don't do it. Don't. You're gonna commit. Okay. Like I hate. Don't do it. Like don't just overread it. All right. And also rehearse. Keep rehearsing your voice lines because if you don't rehearse. Yes. Your voice is gonna go all over the place and you don't know what the hell you're doing. That's basically my only advice for voice acting. But for everything else from character, just have fun. You know, have fun with voice acting in whatever scenario you can be.
My biggest piece of advice is number one, you need to learn your range. Like, what range can you go the highest without your voice hurting? What range can you go the lowest without your voice hurting? Like, learn your range. Also, like GTA said, rehearse, have water on standby, watch your background, watch your mic, make sure your microphone doesn't peak, and don't be one of those voice actors who go like, "You did this to me. How dare you?" It's not entertaining. It's really hard to listen to. Like, instead be like, "Oh, what did you do to me? Why'd you do this?" Like that, like that.
That's good acting.
Yeah, it's like, actually, like, try to, there's an old saying, you never really know like how someone is until you put yourself in their shoes and you walk around in them. That's like what you're doing in a way with voice acting. Like, with voice acting, you're just, you're putting yourself kind of into the character's shoes and you're walking around in them, and you have to try and channel what that character is feeling. So it's like, it's no easy task either. It's also really stretching your imagination muscle.
Of course.
And oh yeah, like, if you don't have an imagination muscle, if you don't have an imagination muscle, it's gonna be a really hard time. But my biggest piece of advice for everybody, and I mean everybody, even the professionals who, sometimes I still see professionals struggle with this. Practice. Practice is key. You're not gonna get better at it if you don't practice.
True.
Like,
right there.
Like, practice is key. Like, that's the way I did, I did Bonbon. I practiced.
Caleb,
There
the
are also
Hedgehog
times where you
30.
have to take notes.
Yeah,
Sorry?
Caleb the Hedgehog 30. Practice voice acting by taking lessons and write down what to do and what not to do. That's a good way to think of it as well. That can go
I can
for
agree.
anything. Scarlet King is the go. GTA for question for GTA Gamer. What is your favorite Undertale character? Question for Emma Ray. What is your favorite video game character? For Known to Guy, what is your favorite short movie? GTA.
Back then, my favorite Undertale character was always Papyrus. Like, I guess at the time, like, I didn't know who Papyrus really was. I just only loved him as like his design of character. But when playing it, I finally understood what Papyrus is. Like, he's a really amazing character. Like, he just wants to be the next soldier, but in the end, he's just LARPing. But anyway,
Yeah.
he's a really funny and amazing character.
At least he doesn't have a bone to pick with you.
God damn it, sons!
Oh my gosh. My favorite video game character or Undertale? I'm sorry, I can't.
I guess favorite
chat.
video game.
Video game. What is your favorite video game? I'm gonna sound basic here. Super Mario World.
No, that's a good game though. That's a good game.
I love that game. It's a game that I will literally play when I'm stressed, and then I de-stress because I'm playing that game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For Known to Guy, what's your favorite show or movie? All right. So my favorite, I'll go both. Favorite show, would have to be, what was it? What was it called? Because I mean, I guess I don't have a favorite show per se, but there's a lot of shows I do really like. I've watched Attack on Titan a lot. Attack on Titan, I've read the manga. I've also watched. Better Call Saul is cool. Better Call Saul is good.
Hell yeah.
And I've watched most of the Transformers shows. So Transformers Prime is arguably the best.
Yes.
Yes, I'm biased towards that.
Same though.
And favorite movie is it's got to be Pixar's Cars, dude. Pixar's Cars is the movie. I like automobiles, and it's just seeing them race, and then like also all the details that went into it, like the characters being named after real world people or vehicles, was really clever.
Mhm.
It's such a good movie, and it's funny because I think I remember a lot of people do tend to say that like Cars was not a very well liked movie, but like because people didn't really grasp the idea of why you have talking cars.
It
But then
wasn't
it's
at first.
but then it's just like, okay, but it's hard to grasp a movie about talking cars, but then we're okay with talking rats.
I was about to say,
Or-
rats, hello?
Or if we're okay with talking trains.
Right?
I was about to say,
People-
trains too.
Nobody questions why the trains in Thomas have a face. So I mean, why question
Yeah.
why the cars speak and eat and whatnot?
Okay. Gmod Extreme asks, speaking of which, for No Name GTA and Ember, how did y'all get into voice acting?
Lead GTA.
I recently got into voice acting mostly through YouTube. I think it was like when I was like either 11 or 10 years old when funny enough, when I saw this like program where my friends showed me called Go Animate, I did like a little bit of voice acting, didn't know what the hell I was doing, but it's more of like I tried a little bit and it was pretty interesting. And then over time in my teen years, I tried doing voice acting again through my Bandicam, but during my time, Bandicam didn't really support my my voice or my microphone at that time. I had a very crappy laptop back then, and overall, and I think that's where I got voice acting from, because like I used to start as a plush tuber, and then I wanted to just focus like a little bit more and invest in voice acting and see how much further I could do with voice acting. And so far, I've enjoyed voice acting ever since.
Yeah.
Astro4Life asks, question for GTA and Amber Ray. How does it feel to voice acting in Digital Circus and beyond? Well,
Honestly, I'm hyped.
yeah, the thing is they haven't, like, the show hasn't started yet, because I'm still looking for some voice actors for like Jax and Pommy and Gangle.
That's great. It was great to have my Kane voice in like in an actual video than my TikTok, because like mostly I make TikToks of my Kane plush. It's basically a short series called If Kane Was My Roommate. It's basically just me and Kane have this like misadventure like arguments or whatever, and that's pretty much it, because like I have a really good like Kane impression. Somehow I could somehow sound like Alex Rochen's Kane voice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, indeed.
Because like to answer the question before for Gmod that I didn't get to answer, I started voice acting in 2013. And I've been at it ever since. I just got approached by a friend of mine, asked to appear in a comic for like their sibling or something, and then that is the way that I started.
Yeah.
Because like at school I was known as the kid that just talked to herself all the time because I was practicing impressions.
Knowing the guy, Diamond Froggy asked, knowing the guy, what's your favorite character to voice act in Freddy Fazbear Friends? Did you enjoy voice acting one of the characters? I'd say my favorite characters gotta be Phantom Foxy. He's the one I reprised the most roles, but that might change in time. Yeah, and voice acting is fun. As GT and Ember said, voice acting is not easy, and there's a lot of effort and technique that goes into it. So yeah, I would say it's fun voicing all of them.
The real Apex Viper asks, GTA gamer, do you like playing GTA? I like playing GTA games, but 100% in any GTA games is brutal. I'm just gonna say this, like, I love playing GTA games as like the story, because I love the story, and the concept is amazing. Each characters of any GTA games is really amazing. My favorite character in GTA is mostly Nico Bellic, because like I grew up with GTA 4 and I love like Nico Bellic's character ever since, because like his character really shows like how dark it is from like someone who went to war, and it's pretty cool. But overall, 100% in any GTA games, or I just love playing GTA games for the fun of it and for the story wise. But for online, I'm just gonna say for online, I enjoyed online for a little bit, but I kind of just stopped playing it because it was just kept. It was a lot of cash cows for Rockstar, and that I kind of just threw me down.
Yeah, the games truly do vary. I don't know. Everyone's got their favorite too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's all go to Denny's for breakfast.
Oh my god.
Oh heck no!
I remember every time I replay the Chazington's FNAF Plus channels video, I just keep seeing that
Go to
meme
Denny's
of the
for
cookies.
breakfast.
Let's all go to Denny's for breakfast.
We'll go to Denny's for breakfast.
Oh man, it's insane.
Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised that didn't get so much memes on Twitter.
Well, how would this cheese and crackers get it? But then it's like, let's go for Denny's for breakfast. Doesn't get jack.
No, that's a
doesn't.
good one. That's a good one. Emmanuel
Yeah.
Dare M91 no name. Do you know about the game called Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls? I do actually. I want to play it, but the PC. I don't have PS5. I would like to play the PC version, but currently the PC version is horrible because Sony sucks. So I'm just gonna wait until they fix it so it's actually playable.
Yeah. The real Apex Viper asks, Ember, was your favorite Ultimate Custom Night character and the character that you hate the most at Ultimate Custom Night? Ultimate Custom Night. Oh, good gracious. In terms of like voices, my least favorite voice is Rockstar Chica.
Oh yeah, Rockstar Chica's voice in UCN sucks. Like no,
Dude,
like no shade to the VA, but the direction that the Scott decided to go with for the character of Rockstar Chica just doesn't fit her design at all. There's a reason why I didn't go with that type of voice in Rockstar Riot.
Honestly, in my opinion, Rockstar Riot's voice for Rockstar Chica fits like 10 times better.
Oh yeah, Merp does a really good job, and it's funny
Yeah.
that when we were deciding on the voices for the rock stars, yeah, we wanted to try and for some of the voices were good. Like Rockstar Freddy already had a pretty good voice, so then we just did an evolution of that.
5 coins.
Yep. And then Rockstar Foxy also already had a really good voice, so then we just had an evolution of that. Rockstar Bonnie and Rockstar Chica were the ones where we were like, all right, we kind of want to do something else because the official ones weren't really that good.
And then my favorite one, my favorite one's actually kind of interesting. My favorite voice personally is actually Nightmarian.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty good voice.
I don't remember the voice actor's name who did it, but
It was
heard her
Melody.
before.
Melody.
No, I'm not talking like a very fast one. I'm talking Ultimate.
Oh,
Custom Night.
Alex Lee. See, Alex Lee is my goat.
see.
man. Alex
Yeah,
Lee is
like,
my goat.
oh my gosh, literally, okay. Number one, respect to all the voice actors who are in Ultimate Custom Night, because, like, I know that was a lot of work. But also just Nightmarian in particular just stands out to me because it was like, when you have a character like that, you expect to get a chill down your spine at least. No, I got like a whole body chill, and I was like, oh heck no, bro.
Mhm.
That voice scared me, and I was like, well, if the voice scared me, the voice actor did their job.
Let's see. I think that wraps up questions and conversations pretty well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Appreciate you bringing us on board, Andrew.
You're welcome. And,
And we'll leave the stream back to you.
okay. Well,
Yes, sir.
Thanks for being part of the stream.
Absolutely.
Adios, guys.
Oh, anytime.
Sayonara, y'all. Enjoy the stream.
See y'all later, guys.
Bye bye. Okay, for the last 20 minutes or so, I'm still gonna be answering you guys' questions, and I'll also showing off a bit of behind-the-scenes stuff for Nightmare Charles and Freddy Fazbear and Friends. So I'll show off some behind-the-scenes stuff for Funfair Fright. But first, I just got interrupted by this little gray fluff. The Neptune. Oh yeah, that cat's, yeah, the cat you saw, that was Neptune. He's a blue Russian. Goated planet with legs. Yeah, Neptune is pretty good, even if you talk too much. What happened to Coco? I never had a cat named Coco. Unless you're referring to Lolo, then yeah, he's doing fine. I might as well show off for Nightmare Charles. I'm gonna show off the designs of the three main characters for Nightmare Charles 5. Okay, if I can just. Oops. There we go. Here is the design for Funfair Charles. Good look at his face. Oh, breaking his jaw in the process. Sorry about that. Here's his banjo. You can see. Okay, now on to the next character. What software is this? Oh, this is 3ds Max, which is the same software that Scott used to create his models. Next up, we have Funfair Billy, the latest iteration of Billy. Now, designing these characters started back in like New Year's of 2023, and throughout the early 2024, I designed these characters. When designing these characters, I was going for a mix between the Funtime animatronics and the Glamrocks, and I thought adding the addition of them wearing clothes would be interesting, because that's not something that was done with the previous iterations. And he does have his own organ, but it's not in this character file. Alright, next character is going to be Ashley. FNAF the Beginning. This is the office from FNAF the Beginning. Can you show us the animation? There's no animation to show for these characters. Show off Gurpit? Who the heck is Gurpit? Are you going to make the Amazing Digital Circus animation? No, I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be doing some Digital Circus animations. No. Coding the game and animating the character models themselves within the software is completely different. Alright, here is Funfair Ashley. And that's, I guess I'll show off some other character models. But I'll be right back real quick. Oh my gosh, I forgot I had my mic muted. I'm so sorry. But yeah, what you saw is all I got for Fun Fair Fright. Next, I'm gonna show some behind the scenes for Freddy Fazbear and Friends. Nothing happened to my FNAF videos in animation, and it's Gary's mod first. And it's Source Filmmaker first of all. All right. Wait, Keek. Oh no, we're not doing the Manix comments. Okay, this one is mostly from Fazbear segments on Chica's home movie. Oh. Not so nice guy. Sorry about that. It's over with it, Freddy. I will defeat you and take over this land. Not until I leave here defeating you, Mr. Not So Nice Guy. People don't call rabbits' feet lucky for nothing. Quite persistent, aren't you? Duh! I'm North America's most dangerous animal for a reason. I can make that change. Uh-oh. Well, well, well. Look at the mighty grizzly now, about to be slain by a hunter in the woods. Any last words?
I don't have any, but I said I won't leave until I defeat you, and when I make a promise, I keep it.
Until now.
Not today, and not ever.
Okay, let's see what else I can show. Yeah, as a matter of fact, this was actually the first time I legit animated a fight scene. Yes, this was made on a Gary's. Yes, this was made in a map originally made for Gary's mod, but it got ported a long time ago, I believe. No, there was never a script made for there was never a script made for there was never a script for Bonnie's clone. None of the earlier episodes in Freddy Fazbear and Friends were scripted. It was all just improv.
Chica, that was never cheese you were eating.
Good thing Chica only started as a practical filmmaker. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna show some of the. I was originally gonna show the animation sessions for the Trip to the Moon remake, but I don't think there's anything. There's nothing really interesting to show in there. I can show, however, the script for Rockstar Riot. There we go. As you can see. But yeah, that was pretty much the general process of the script for Rockstar Riot. That was the Rockstar Riot script, and no, Jacko Bonnie will not be in Freddy Fazbear and Friends, or Jacko Chica. Here's the first scene of the trip to the remake.
Chica, is something the matter?
Freddy, I'm so bored! And all you're doing is reading the papers! It's not like anything interesting is happening in the world!
You never know what's going on in the world unless you tune into the daily news section.
And is there anything interesting going on?
Other than this folkloric belief of the moon being made out of cheese, no. But I do feel for you, Chica. It's nice to be on break from entertaining kids 7 days a week, but it can also be pretty boring sometimes.
You don't say. Oh great, if things couldn't get any more inconvenient. I'm starving!
You know, all this reading is making me hungry too. How does an extra large pepperoni pizza sound, Chica?
Sounds just about right for me. You know where the ingredients are, right?
Don't worry, I got it. Cheese. Now, where did I last put it? Did I put it up here? Oh no, don't tell me we're out of cheese.
Is everything okay in there, Freddy?
Hey Chica, is it okay if we have our pizza without cheese?
Of course not. You know I always have my pizza with cheese. Can you not find it?
No, I'm looking in the fridge and it's nowhere to be seen. I think we're out of cheese.
Oh, for goodness sakes, can things get any worse?
Calm down, Chica, it's not a big deal. I'll just go to the store and get some more cheese.
I keep forgetting to unmute my mic. Jeez. Anyway, this one, as you can see, is an out of shot frame of Rockstar Foxy, sorry, to deliver the final blow to Foxy, but before he has to change of heart. And this one. And this one is from BB's balloon adventure, and this is the aftermath of when Chica failed to catch BB and she landed on the car. And I gotta say, that's a lot of damage. And these last two ones are from the Christmas poster that No Name made last year. This would just come on. If this would just grab for me. There we go. And this other one is an out of shot version. Okay, and now that's all showed, I think this would be a good time for me to end the stream and close things off. And before I go, I just want to thank everyone for sticking with me for as long as you guys have done. It really means a lot to me, and if it wasn't for you guys, then I wouldn't have gotten to where I am now. And I don't just thank you guys, I also thank everyone who has helped me out through all this time. GTA, No Name, Amber, Mike, and everyone else who has helped. So this is AndrewJohn100's sign off, and I'll see you all next time. And thank you for 800,000